Welcome to Zekanor! Zekanor tonight, where Zane is part of the cosmos, because Zane is not here. So there's no Zek to the Nor right now. You just get me old Nori Bori Explore. Like making and putting up a DM on... Oh, go Quinn. I think you're making stuff and posting on DM's Guild. I need to check out DM's Guild more. I found, so at the workshop I did yesterday, there was like a bunch of really cool people there from all kinds of different pathways. This is my fun fact. We're opening, you know, like as we do for Zekanor, I just don't have Zane to talk off of right now. His fun fact is that he's not here. No, my fun fact is yesterday I did that workshop that I talked about the previous week. And it was really cool. Alexander Swords, who was the person taking the workshop, humble is never late. Precisely what it means to humble. That makes me very happy. Yeah, Alexander Swords, so cool. Came up with the Forest Paths narrative design system. But has worked in both film and screen and gaming. And also in like escape room narrative building and that kind of thing. So like very much thinking about player agency the whole time and all of the stuff that they do. I was going to go through like a lot of my notes and stuff with Zane, and I kind of still want to do that. So I don't think I'll unpack a lot of the workshop today. I wonder if I can show you. I can, we can have a play actually with something because Zane's not here, so we may as well. But yeah, Zane's not here tonight, so I guess for Zekanor tonight, the goal will be just maybe coming up with a few more tiles. I don't know if I'm gonna do a full 2-hour brainstorming. I don't know, my energy levels have been whack today, not gonna lie. Probably should have left the house. That might have helped. But I don't know. I just feel like I'm just off my ball. I don't know what it is. Maybe just because like literally yesterday was bussing into the city. Which I never take public transport anymore. Not since COVID. Like I take the bus very infrequently. Not that I hate on public transport. It's just like I just don't want to get sick. So I hate exposing myself to all these randoms all the time. But yeah, so I don't really bus. And then like the bus system's different now because they put like an interchange, blah, blah, blah. So I always get anxious about like, if I miss the bus, how do I get the next bus? And no point in pushing. Yeah, like, I mean, I was that close to being like, I'm not going to stream it all tonight. And then I was like, nah, let's fucking do it. We need to keep building on the idea. And like the workshop was so inspiring yesterday. So I need to keep doing stuff. But yeah, so it was like a very early morning yesterday, taking an hour-long bus ride into the city, then walking up all the steep hills of Auckland to get to the place, which really the place was very nice, if a little warm, I think, for a lot of people. TikTok. Fuck, dude, the kick van. So I reread the Discord, and my phone had autocorrect van to can. So it was a kick.com van, but like a minivan? Like, I don't know how to... Like, not a minivan as in, like, a people-moving van. It was like a little van. I think that they could store equipment in. Maybe for live events? I don't know. But it was like... I looked up from my phone, saw the van, and was like, damn it. I didn't get a photo of it. I was gutted. I was. So yeah, it was like an hour-long bus ride each way, and then like the workshop was pretty intense the whole time. Like not intense like bad or like heavy material. It was just like he had us doing activities the whole time, or they had us doing activities the whole time. So it was really good. But like yeah, socializing with a lot of new people. Some of whom go to like other universities, like rival universities to my own, so it was cool to like talk to them. And then people who are in the gaming industry, people who are in the like tabletop space, people who are doing their PhDs. So it was a lot of cool people in that room. Yeah. But now I'm like, we gotta do more. We gotta generate some stuff. So maybe I can show you. Oh, the window's a weird shape. Hold on. I'm gonna show you. There's this website called. Oh, you can't. Because of the way I've trimmed this, you can't quite see it. But it's called twinery.org. Let me copy it for chat. I don't know. Probably people will be like, I already knew about this. But twinery.org, it's very interesting. You can download it for your desktop, which I'll probably do at some point. But I'm just going to use it in the browser now to show you. And essentially you can just create stories. So let's just do Zekanor. So you start out in like this void of squares with the little rocket. And the rocket will basically, that is where your story will always start. And then you click this and this sizing business I did on this is not great for anything other than the Google Docs. Anyway, you can name the passage. So I'm going to name this beginning. And then you can just write in here, once upon a time, there was a Bekks stream. But who came to the stream? Who came to the stream? And then, to add in new pathways of choices, you just go square bracket, and then I go humble in _ NZ. Bracket. And then I can also go bracket, Quinesta. Bracket. And now, once we close this, there's 2 new boxes. This is the humble box, and this is the Quinesta box. And so what we can do, I'll just chuck them kind of next to each other right now, so it's easier for us to see. I'm gonna click Quinesta. And then I'm gonna say, Quinesta was a dear friend of Bekks. They had known each other for many a year. And have rolled dice through many a game. And then we'll put option roll a dice. And that branches off from that story. Boom. Done. And then I'm a motherfucking box. Yeah, you are a box. And then Humble's one is going to say, Humble, or otherwise known as Daddy, is the father of Bekks, at least in the streaming universe. And then they have memed together across a few games. Which would you pick? And then we go bracket, Lethal Company. Except we spell it wrong. Company. And then we go Rust, the horse one. And then now, as you can see, we have more boxes. So now what I can do is I can click the first one. Oh, did it not save my beginning? Okay, cool. So now what I can do is I can go test. Can you guys see that? Can't quite. How do I literally might have to just resize the Google Drive one. Transform. Edit, transform. I just want to get... actually, we'll also transform and do it 0 to the right as well. Okay, and now we're going to take the Google Drive over here so you guys get a full experience. This is something I've learned at the workshop, and I think it's pretty fucking fun. Okay, so now it says, oh fuck, it's chopping off the top. Edit, transform. 120. Okay, there's spelling mistakes in here. Okay, we need to fix that. No, we gotta fix the spelling mistakes before we... Once upon a time. No, this is me trying to type and talk to you guys and do everything all at once. Okay. So, now once we do that, that's fixed. Test from here. Once upon a time, there was a Bekks stream. But who came to the stream? Humble NZ or Quinesta? And now, we pick one. Who do we want to pick? Oh my god, Luna! Why are there so many? Did you guys see how many there were? Holy guacamole! Hi, Gummy! Oh, now we need to add more names to this. Everyone gets their own branching tree. Luna! Hello! How was Red Dead today? Hello! It's just me for Zekanor tonight, friends. I'm so sorry. So I'm showing some of the things that I learned at the workshop. It was good. Oh, hell yeah. I actually am going to edit, transform, and I'm going to crop from the left. Take it to the left, left. Gonna take it for the left. That's a bit better. Then I can still have it snuggy over here. But I didn't hear the alert. Ah, for fuck's sake. Did you really not hear it? Control audio via OBS. It should have gone through. Luna, thank you for the raid. Guys, I'm teaching people twinery.org. This is a thing I learned in my narrative design workshop yesterday. So you can click this and you can just start doing it. Okay. So now we're gonna go here. And it goes, once upon a time there was a Bekks stream, but who came to the stream? Well, Quinesta was first, so we click Quinesta's name. Quinesta was a dear friend of Bekks. They had known each other for many a year and have rolled dice through many a game. And then it says roll a dice. And then from there, we enter in another thing. And then you make more options. And then you enter in another thing. And you make more options. You enter in another thing. And literally, you can just write your own, choose your own adventure books in this fucking app. And it's dope. But what game designers do is they use this to track dialogue so that they can figure out different dialogue pathways that your person takes. But also, some narrative designers use things like this to figure out the sequence of events for things. So you can go, yeah, it's basically a digital pegboard covered in digital red string. But there's like, I don't know. I've really learnt only the basic tools, but now I want to play with it all the time. Actually, I did. Oh no, this is not the one I wanted. Oh yeah, here we go. This is the one I made. Open with Google Docs. In theory, this works. This is the one I made during the workshop. And I learned about 2 other ones that are similar to this, but like their layout is slightly different, and it's mostly because someone didn't like the layout of Twinery. So someone made Inkle. There's Inkle and Yarn Spinner. Oh no! It doesn't work. You have to open it as an HTML or something. I'm ran one about centaurs. That was like the game that I came up with during the workshop was you play as the centaur who has to like deliver wisdom to heroes, but you move around with your herd. So there's that A story of your interaction with the herd and like collecting things for potions or to make arrows, and then interactions with other herd members and like learning about the world. And then the B story is every one of the heroes that comes across you asking for wisdom, and then like the repercussions of the wisdom that you give them like you hear about it. And so the end of the story would be the centaur has like a rival wisdom in the group who's also trying to give information to people, and the chief has stepped down, so one of you has to be chief, and you can either choose to like fight them or like step down from the chieftain. And then if you step down, that's the right choice because you chose not violence, and therefore you are the wisest. I don't know. It's like a silly idea, but he was like, we have to come up with something during the workshop time. So that was that. But I want to talk about this with Zane, and he's not here today. I'm good, Gummy. I've been very fucking low energy today, but we're doing okay at the same time. I think the issue is, right? I'm a morning person, and when Quentin sleeps in, because like Thursday is his late start, so he doesn't start till midday, and then he works until literally 20 minutes ago the store closed. So he does like a very like midday to late shift, but my body clock likes to work in the morning. So if I don't, because I'm waiting to use the desk because he's sleeping, I kind of break my flow up. And so I have an anti-productive morning, which makes me anti-productive for the rest of the day. Instead of, yeah. That might sound silly, but I think that's just what happens is like, I don't know. Do I pull out tomorrow morning or go to work? Do you need the money? Right, Gummy? Like if you have to be motivated at the point that you're most often motivated. And for me, it's like if I get up in the morning, get busy, start work straight away. Like even on the days that Quentin like has to open the store, and so he drops me off at my work really silly early. And I'm like the first person in the office, and I'm always like, oh, I shouldn't start work yet because I only have so many hours in a day. But then I'm like, oh, King Billy the Third, thank you for coming in the raid. I appreciate you. But if what was I saying? Oh yeah, if I just start work because like my brain is ready to go. But this morning I didn't do that, and then I think it fucked me the whole day. I did do work. I want to point out I did do work. It just wasn't as much as I should have. But also today's work was doing cold calls to like 20 schools to update databases. It's not fun. I don't mind doing cold calls, but it's tedious. But I have 25 sick hours. And how soon do your sick hours like disappear? Like, do you have to use them up before a certain date? That's my question. Anyway, we should be doing Zirconor. So, again, Zane's not here. He's indisposed today. Which means I'm on my own. So I think I think it would be cool if we came up with some tiles. See, now it looks fucking ugly. Maybe if I just hide this. But then, oh, that looks good. I think we should I'm not alone. I have you, chat. That's right, Quinn. You're very right. I'm not technically alone, but I just don't have Zane to bounce off of. So all of the stuff I say today will have to be reviewed. And me and him did talk, potentially we do Zekanor tomorrow as well. So there'll be 2 times the amount of Zekanor this week. But yeah. So, come up with some tiles. We could also just think a little bit about narrative, just because I did that workshop yesterday, so may as well. I'm thinking that I think how am I trying to put this? What if we come up with thus far 4 tiles? We talked about races last week a little bit. We have the pleasure and wine metropolis. The tiles are all very random. They're not in no particular order, even though they're numbered. It's mostly just so we can keep track of how many we've done. There's pleasure and wine metropolis, right? Which is on like a big hill, or like maybe a couple of rambly hill kind of things. Very like Italian aesthetic. And then, you know, vineyard around the sides. Big house on the top that overlooks everything. And then like tent moving pleasure districts, depending on which sides of the square have the neighbors. Then we have a museum that's built inside of a galleon, which is the home of the Cartography Guild. And they go out and collect random oddities from before the tiles happened and bring them back to the museum. This boat is stuck in this like jutting of rock, so it's kind of floating a little bit in the air. And there's no other boats this size in the world because there's no salt. There's no salt oceans. Well, I don't say there's no salt. There is a salt flat. That's one of the tiles. But there's no oceans to speak of. So that's why the boat is unique. There's the cliffside waterfall, where it's a god of fortune or life or nature or whatever, who is like pressed right up against the end of the tile. And the plants that grow at the base are magical, but the magic will only last a certain amount of time after it's been picked. So you're blessed if you're next to them. We have a giant walled fortress of ice for the the snow elves that have like a giant crystal tree that they protect because they believe it'll lead them back home. And then they've kind of built up this like ice shale wall at the edges of their tile to kind of keep others out. There's a giant sandstone ravine thrusting into the sky above a large plateau of black sand desert. And that is there's a storm tile that is near them, but this is the home of the sun lizards. It's like on this great like thing that thrusts in the sky, and it's very hot there. And they're one of the only places that has the ability to collect metal. Then we have the rice paddies that kind of go on a meander down the slope of the tile, and at the bottom is like a geography guild that looks at all the tiles that are next to them as they shift into that space, so they can understand the geological layers of the different tiles, and kind of maybe they're starting to put together how some tiles might interrelate to different homelands. There's a swamp-based tile with a very like humble village, but it's where a woman tribe leads. And then there's the tile of perpetual thunderstorms, the salt flat, like I was saying. There's also the home breeding tile of the giant capybara, which is an orchard of fragrant seasonal fruits. And they are in a goblin. This is where the goblins are also born, because goblins in our world are not goblins. They're like little seed people. Then there's a giant redwoods tile that has like a river that splits around in the middle. And in the center islands of the tile, there's the halfling folk that have made like a treehouse society. And then we also have a human city that is built on the walls of the place that has been drilled out, but also inside the broken drill mechanism from another world. no date anytime soon. I plan on a substitute teaching in the fall so I can use it over the course of the next, like, 3 months. Okay. Texting cute boy is what I heard from that. I don't know. If you feel like it's actually going to be beneficial for you, then take tomorrow off. But then also money? I don't know. I can't give you wisdom. I don't know. I don't know. So this is 12 tiles. We're 12 tiles deep. We have... This is basically just a recap stream of all the things we have. We have the Swamp Amazon Woman. We have the Risen, who are like a group of people who think that they're chosen. We have the Goblins, who are not goblins. We have the Halflings. There's also a myth of a giant man Sasquatch outside of the redwood tree houses. So what are we missing? I think I wouldn't mind a mixture, like some feudal-like society, you know, like I need a mixture of society groups here. I think that's something that we could think about today. It's like, we've thought about some major racial groups, but then maybe it's thinking about, like, it in the sense of a kingdom? So what if I did... Maybe I should actually... What if I approach... What if I... Political structure? Yeah. Cute boy in Texas wants to come visit? Oh my god. Stop it. Now I just want to know all about Luna's love life. That's exciting. Also, I should probably turn this on. Oh my god, it's the sun. Turn that shit down. Is that worth it? I don't know, because mostly my microphone just blocks the light on my throat now. That's kind of interesting. Or is it too soon to be doing political structures? Do we need to just figure out more different places that people can interact with? Maybe we need to do that. Maybe we need to do that. What if we have like a... I looked down and was thinking, and then I was like, what if we do like giant mushrooms? And then I look up and you're literally talking about a square of fungus people. I don't know fungus people, but I like the idea of giant mushrooms, you know? Well, this is like crawling back to oblivion. What if but if we did fungus people, could they be called the spores of an insectoid group? Insectoid group? Fungus people? I like both of those. Fungus people are the splores. It's funny, the idea of inserting, like, myself somewhere in this is quite funny. But I don't know if I should be the splores. I don't know. I think I should be like, I think if there was supposed to be, maybe it's like, if there's something named after me, it's like the Bekkesians or something, you know? The Bekkesians is quite cool. They would have to live somewhere hot. Because I need to be warm. Live in a... Ooh, what about tropical? Like, even if it's just, like, warm rain and stuff. Live in a tropical... like, garden? Metropolis. The Bekksians should have an affinity with horses and birds. Do we just write the Bekksians? Because this is the thing. Zane has to approve all of this afterwards. So do we just like self-insert? Let's self-insert. I think that sounds really fun. Let's do it. Okay. The Bekksians have a tropical garden metropolis. And are known for breeding sturdy, rounded horses. But like maybe ponies actually. Maybe ponies. That are capable of pulling large loads of goods and are nimble when free of a cart to the point that their society revels in horse based competitions such as dressage, show jumping, and eventing. The Bekksians with just Bekksians. I have to give it a capital letter. I live in farming groups rather than as a big central society. The main town hall area is basically a big open covered open-sided stable in which horses can be ridden into. And the Myconids wage war by releasing spores and doing like a Last of Us. No, I don't want spooky, but we probably should have a spooky tile, huh? The spooky tile? Infectious? Actually, that's interesting. What if there is a tile that has been purposely like, you know, we talked about like the snow elves are trying to keep people out, but what if there's another tile which people are trying to keep things in? So this is like some kind of bacterial infection place, like a plague tile. Ew, let's fucking do it. That's morally horrible. Plague tile. People begin to sprout. I don't want it to feel too Last of Us though. I just want to cross-pollinate. Equine Bekks Olympics. Okay, this is good. This is good. We've actually got ideas flowing. I was worried there. My brain was like not clicking into gear, but now we're getting there. Okay, people can just sprout spores. No. Let's make it also traumatic for me. One of the things that my condition has, Crest syndrome, one of the things that I haven't developed yet is calcinosis, where essentially I could, at some point in my life, stop developing sores on my skin, which are just really large calcium deposits that my body doesn't know what to do with. So they just become these horrible, like, skin lesions of calcium. Fun, right? I haven't developed it yet. It's like the one I'm glad that I haven't developed. What are you talking about? This is no ordinary back. This is Oblivion. You can't see, but it's an Oblivion music and ambience towns 10 hours playlist. I believe this one is, I can't actually remember. I do have this one. This is not Wings of Kerineth. Wings of Kerineth is my favorite, but this playlist is dope for creative writing. Calcified deposits on the surface of their skin as the infection progresses. Yeah, progresses. That's how you spell progresses. The calcium changes states and becomes a chalk-like woody texture that fungus sprout from. I'm using the word sprout a lot here. Maybe they're just called the sprout. Will then take over the host, and eventually they will crumple inwards. This is horrible. Crumple inwards, and puff out into a noxious, what's another word for gas? I'm not thinking, it's not gas, is it? It's not gas. Hello, Captain Fudge, how are ya? I heard it pops off at parties. You right, Archon. You right. I'm like this.
Oh god, oh my god, oh my god.
That's so sweet of you. Regards consideration payments for the trauma for Delta Green I'm gonna cause.
I am a horse girl.
Stop trying to kill me. Did that alert play for you guys, and was it really loud? Because I didn't hear it that time. Fumes. I like fumes. Fumes is good. What was the other one? Contagion? Oh. Oh. Fume. Not into noxious fumes. Let's let the contagion settling on nearby humanoids and beginning the process again. Those with the sprout have been contained to a single tile. Known as, do we just call it the noxious? I like the noxious. How do you say that? It was very loud? Cool. I turned it down because I looked over when the alert was popping off and it was like in the red, but I'm like, I can't hear it, but that's bad. Okay, sorry. I've turned it down. I will turn it down a little bit more just in case. Contagious fumes. Honestly, Quinn, Delta Green's so good, and Archon's gonna kill me. But me and Alex were talking on the way back from Delta, and Archon, we were like, I was like, I'm so mad at you, but I'm also like, God damn it, that's your fucking character, isn't it? Like, it was so, we were just like, that is exactly what Trevor would be doing right now, and it makes so much sense. It's his first mission, and he wants to believe that the fucking house can save his brother, and I don't know, it's so fucked. And was so excited? No. Zaina's in the cosmos tonight. Zaina's dead. Nah, he's not dead. He's just not here for Zekanor. So I did this picture, and then on the main start screen, his other one is also just like faded into the cosmos. But hi, Dane, how are you? But it might mean that we do 2 Zekanors this week, where we have Zekanor 1 tonight with me, because this is the normal Zekanor time, and then we have to do Zekanor 2 tomorrow with Zane. Knock shoes. The knock shoes. I kind of like the knock shoes. Call them the damned. I mean, like, this is the thing, how at one point do they lose connection? Do they lose thought? I love you so much. And Ghost said, I love you so much today. I was that literally the joke for me. I was going to set up marbles over Zane's face, and then you guys could just be playing marbles the whole time. Quentin!
Donut?
So random.
Yeah.
Thanks, babe.
I nicked them from work.
I love you for nicking them from work. I tried to clean the kitchen for you a little bit, but
Good.
okay. Zane abandoned me tonight, so look what I did to his face. I made him part of the stars.
Yep.
Isn't it funny? He's fading away. Look, even here he's fading away.
Like he's on life.
Yeah, well, Jane was like, is he dead?
Oh my gosh.
He's dead to me. No.
Oh.
He couldn't make it tonight. Oh, bye, Felix. You see how Felix followed him in here, being like, Dad, Dad. Oh, we're leaving again. I'm sleeping 40 hours on the weekend. Oh, did you have a rough Easter? I'm trying to be a bit more professional about posting up on the third-party sites. Also working on a new one-shot series starting soon. Watch the space. Actually, Quinesta, are we inviting Archon? I don't know. The Phage. I kind of like Phage and Nox shoes. I think they lose control of their bodies as the fungus takes over and eventually lose their mind as they are trapped in their own walking corpse. What if it's like locked in syndrome? What if it's like you get literally locked in at some point and you're just like conscious? I mean, I don't know how many people would know that that's what, you know what I mean? Like, maybe the general public doesn't know that that's what happens to you. But like, dude, not locked in syndrome is my fucking nightmare. Do you guys know that one? Yeah. Let's fucking do it. It's known as the Phage? The Nokshu? The Nokshu also sounds a little bit like Honkshu. You know, like the sleep? The big sleep? Okay, something like that. Those who are experiencing the... Oh, let me scroll down for you guys. Those who are experiencing the change become locked in their own minds once the fungus has progressed to 50% of their body. This is already, like, this is a tile and is like a thing that's happening. Honk shoe me on the weekend. This is like a quest right here, right? This is like one of the quest things that you could do as a people. You go, your characters are this, your resources are this. The goal is, like, stop the phage, stop the honkshu. Like the word us at the end. Noxious. And then they all speak with Irish accents on that tile, right? Noxious. Leaking into the collective of the Noxshoe. See, I kind of like Noxshoe better. It sounds, I don't know, Noxshoe sounds good. Not sus. The Noxshoe. I think I'm sticking to the Noxshoe. I'll keep the other ones there because we can show them to Zane in any case. Potential quest here. Solve the infection. Solve the spread of infection. How do they get contained here? What if we did like a, what if we did, it's so nice with that Archon around. Sorry, you missed the chat obviously for a little bit there. From the hit video game League of Legends. Oh my god. Such a good video game. No. I'm glad that people enjoy it. It's not for me. I enjoy playing it with you guys because it's funny. But man, did I get annoyed that it was not easy to delete. That made me like the game. Like, I got frustrated. I was like, why are you so hard to get off my computer? I think I would like you more if it was easy to get rid of you and then bring you back when I so pleased. Maybe I should have just had, instead of Zane being just a marble screen, would be like League of Legends just happening. But it's not even me playing. They're Irish canon. Okay. They have Irish accents. Which makes noxious sound like Noxshoe. Shush. Noxious. And then knock. I mean, the thing is, if it's been happening for a while, right? Language has devolved because they can only have so much society there because everyone's fucking dying. Well, okay, I was thinking, not a Beauty and the Beast. I was thinking Sleeping Beauty, big bramble. They've grown a big thorny fucking bush around the perimeter of this tile. And it's like, there's people's job to maintain the bramble. The sentient bramble? We haven't talked about druids much. What if, at some point in the history, there was like, out of context, what did you clip? Speak to plants would go so hard. It fucking would. Sentient bramble. A bramble hedge surrounds the outside of the tile. Borders. This was created due to the efforts of a group of druids that have sacrificed their humanity to permanently put their minds into that of plants and maintain the boundary. Oh, this is fucking cool. This is dope as shit. Oh! And it acts like thorn whips when the fucked up peeps come close. Yeah. Thorn whips. Strike. Whoopsie. Strike both those inside and out to maintain the non-infectious area. Oh, this is so good, team. Oh, look at us fucking go. Zane's gonna be like, whoa, you did so much. And I'll be like, yeah, dude, you fucking weren't here. We nailed it. This is mean. Offenses. Oh, wait, I missed Quinn's message. Oh, fuck. I'll open this one because then I can see the messages. Offenses surrounds the tile, magically attuned to the infection. When its presence is detected nearby, the posts act as tuning forks, letting out a tonal vibration. We should totally add that. If a large wave attempts to breach the boundary, the bramble grows living instruments to send large vibrations. We'll just go with that with them. Large vibrations to the offending spot. Brambles will gather and thicken on that point. Oh, this is so good. Ah, this is horrible. I love it. The quarantine zone. Yeah, it's like a fucked up quarantine zone, essentially. Yeah, so they attack them as well. Yeah, exactly. What if the area of the edges of the tire are also charred and scorched from being burned back to the point that they could be walled in and contained? Okay, so we go like evidence of a burn, scoring of the earth up to the bramble can still be spied to this day. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's like maybe in the same instance that the druids set up the bramble bush, it's like there was also other druids burning back anything else that could contain life. A sect of druids that sole purpose is to become a new layer of living bramble. Ooh, we need to have like a druid enclave now. Fuck, now we need a druid enclave. But we need to make it not feel like Baldur's Gate, that's the rule. Yeah, it was simultaneous. It was like, and maybe, you know, only so many people understand the brambles are essentially the shell of a human, you know, that's left behind. This is so, we haven't even had dinner and I'm gonna eat a donut. I'm so fat at the moment, team. I really need to work out more. Clean item sight. See, Luna, this is why I'm saying it's like a quest. This is such a good quest area. I'm so down for it. Now we just need to make the Bekksians as cool. So I'll have to transfer some of this to tiles. But not yet. I think that's really good. Maybe we'll leave that one there for now. Great quest potential. I'll just leave that as a no. And then we'll go to the Bekksians. Wizards to keep them... Oh. Maybe wizards too. Because if we can come up with 3 tiles tonight, I'll be happy. Because I haven't come up with any between. Like, normally I come up with stuff between the last stream and this one. But I think Easter break just had my brain turn off. I was doing other stuff. Love an unlikely duo. Yeah, I'm kind of down with that. A combination. Whoa. Of nature and science. Oh, the head of the order must be versed in both and must serve a year of silence in a grove with only with no tools. Okay, to become the head of the order, you have to have your, like, memories completely wiped, like, temporarily. Like, they, like, pull all the memories out of your brain, and then you serve a year of silence with no tools in a grove and have to just survive. And so you have to relearn all of the magic that you, like, your brain still has it, but it's, like, blocked. Like, you have a wall in your head. Blocked memories of who you are and the magic you have learned. I love it. The Trials of the Bramble? Trials of the Bramble. And it said that the forefathers of, like, of the containment breach are, like, the people that came up with these tests. Who are now the Brambles, came up with the tests involved in the Year of Silence. And then it's also like an acknowledgement. It doubles as an acknowledgement to those people who can no longer speak because they live literally fucking plants. Whoopsie. The mad multi-class of Wizard and Druid makes me love them. This is cool because we're kind of like giving incentive to different kinds of builds in the game now. I don't know if you can see this. Can you see this? Oh yeah, you could. No, you couldn't. Damn it, I did the thing again. If I don't zoom down, then you guys can't see what I'm writing anyway. There we go. I literally wrote, fuck now, we need a Druid Enclave. I think that Luna is like a fucking interesting question. That is an interesting question because I think that also adds incentive. To the narrative. Do you know what I mean? Like if they can also get infected. Ooh. Yeah. I don't know if they do know what's on the other side anymore. I don't know. I don't know if it's awake over there. What could this combination of magics look like? You know what I mean? Like nature-based and the technology. Is it similar to the humans in that there's also some kind of like dormant technological structure here? Could we go for like a Horizon Zero Dawn vibe where it's like the wizards live in like a dilapidated fucking apartment building? What if we did that? What if that was the vibe? Put a lot of importance on the written text, right? So like a giant tome that is the end result of these tests. Ooh. somewhere hallowed that they can read the book. I think this grove has to be part of this tile. Like the wizard and druid tile. I don't think... This jam is sticky. Like, I don't think these are two separate tiles. This is a huge area. And maybe even then there's still separate sects on this tile that are like, you go to this corner if you want to train in this kind of style, or... I do mess with that, Captain. The only issue is I don't know if it would take that many days to ride across a single tile. Do you know what I mean? You just need to figure out which tile it's on. The thing is going to take long is walking across the tiles and knowing you only have so many days until they shift again to get there. That's the time crunch bit. So this tile is into different, it's split into different zones of learning, with a large portion being a grove. The grove contains rare and magical creatures and are there to challenge but also maintain the species for their kind. Challenge the trainees. Dipshidiot. That's a fucking good name. Welcome to chat. Nice to have you here. Part of what keeps it pure is the spring water that has its unknown origin in a reservoir underground. Ooh, a crash starship. What the fuck, Quinn? What the fuck? Oh. That's so good. I'm gonna post this in here. I don't know if, I mean, we don't need to mention the infection because this is a different tile to the infected tile. I think that the infected tile and this tile at one point were near each other, and that, but like they maybe knew of the issue of the infection. They knew it was going to spread to the other things. I don't think they're on the same zone. Whoa. Wait, so you guys are thinking these are the same tile? These guys exist in the same space. Started the infection? What the fuck? That's so cool. Now I definitely need to add this, but like, does that mean they're on the same tile? Dip, to explain. Me and my friend Zane, who is the other image here, but he is currently not here today. We are designing a world setting for D&D or Pathfinder or something to that degree from scratch. So the concept exists around the fact that there's a very new god who has taken bits of other people's worlds in these kind of square, like tile-like slots, and has put them together to make their own world, and has been experimenting with combinations. So every season, the tiles shift who their neighbors are. And so part of thinking about how the structure of the world works is thinking about how tiles interact with each other, and how they will keep people out, how they will invite people in. So just that's the theory. So we're currently working on, there's an infected tile, but is it the same? You guys think it's the same? I thought the same tile is what you were going for. Oh, we'll have to be on the same tile if they're meant to. Okay, we're making them the same tile. Fuck it. The tiles split into different zones. So we go different zones. One large bit being the infected Nokshu zone. And the other wait, why is this written so weird? A large grove that is clean to inhabit. This is cool. This is really like cramming a lot of things into one space. But the ship is now a pure oasis in the middle of a long dead bramble bush. Hold up, Bekks, new lore. Wait, what? What's the new lore? And the first original shifted tiles after they landed caused the rupture. Oh my god. Oh my god. There's new lore being dropped? Oh. I'm spelling? Contagion. Contagion? How do you spell contagion? Je ne sais quoi? Por favor? That way you could have them as 2 tiles if you wished. Oh. How did I spell it? Oh. Why did it not know how to spell contagion? Whoopsie. I don't... Okay, so if it was a starship... Do we... Oh, no, 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 no. It's doing the thing again. Do we make... Ah, shit. Shiver me fucking timbers. Bleep. No. Beckesians. Bleep. Okay. Is this one big tile or 2? Oh no, this is so much to explain to Zane. I'm gonna have to make him watch this bit to catch everything you guys are saying. Quest is locating the separated parts of the starship, so they have to figure it out, like which tile it was. Oh, where it's now. Okay, I'm following a little bit. So, okay. From a crashed starship. The starship could have been the leak for the contagion if it split to a secondary tile. Maybe like an empty one that had not many people. But then, oh, you know what? If I kind of fuck with that idea, because then the people that are the reason that there was a society of people inside of the contagion area is because they were people studying the fucking starship. Right? The people inside of the Nokshu are those who were studying the craft. The fucking, what is it? Starship. The wizards are struggling to let go. Oh, you guys can't see what I'm typing again. To let go of the science potential of the starship. It's 2 tiles. The front half of the starship is the grove for training. The butt end of the starship is on a separate tile. That is what it is. It is 2 separate tiles. Right? Am I right? Are the spaceship inhabitants trying to find patterns and a way to control them? Timey-wimey adventure crew fixing a starship. You can start it as a random tile, then as the game progresses, it spreads to the neighboring tiles. It's turning into its own campaign. It really is! But that's the thing. That's the potential of this structure that we're building, is that there is so many different kinds of stories that you can make. It doesn't have to just feel like one fantasy note the whole time. So the brambles getting infected has massive consequences. The druids' wizards are descending from those researchers or descendants of the surviving crew. The tome could be a relic of the ship and only the descendants can read it. That's why they have their own solemn duty, even if they've forgotten all of it over years. Yeah, I think they are. I think they are. And I think that's like... yeah, I think it... Oh. I think the starship crashed on the other planet. Do you know what I mean? Like on the other god's planet. And then this new god saw it, was like, that's fucking cool. I want it. And took it. And therefore, then it fractured. And by the time, you know, the druids and wizards on the front half found it again, the infection was spreading, and they had to contain it with the brambles. The chaos turning this is created. I mean, it's fucking dope. It's dope. And like, I mean, last time we threw in a giant drill that the humans now live in, and it's the giant machine that's been cut in half because of being transported from that universe into this one. So, I mean, starships weren't out of the question. Okay, so I need to, potential of the starship. The front half is in the sacred grove. The engine is in the Nokshu. It fractured, traveling between the universe, between the universes. That's fine. Universes. Can't spell. They didn't see the consequences of the fracture straight away, but once discovered, had to contain the breach. Those who worked the engine room were destined to die. Oh, it's so sad. Oh, it's so fucked. Oh, I love it. Cool. Cool. And all I can think of is explaining a quote from Doctor Who. Are you my mummy? Oh, spaceship crash on God's planet. Uncle, why are you lurking? You hate me. No, it's fine. He wants it. He got it. Put it in his own world. By him grabbing it, it fractured. After being placed, the ship was shipped after the first tile shift, splitting it in 2 tiles. Exactly. I think this is it. I think that's the lore. Because he had to take like a, I don't know, he took like a big, the god took a bigger chunk of like the place instead of like a small bit. It's so sad. I know, it's so sad. But yeah, I think that the god took a bigger chunk to get the starship in. Yeah. Botanists on the craft have become druids. Wizard, the technicians and pilots have become wizards. Boom. And then, what fucking race is this, team? What race is this? What people are these? But sitting on my bed so I can't type fast. Oh, Akon, that's okay. I forgive you eventually. Can the god's name be Greg something normal? I think probably his secret name is like something completely bland. It's like the new god. Oh, we've run out of cool names, so you could just be Erwin. I think it's a dope fucking idea. Were these the mushroom fungi people? Yeah, but it started, like, that was the first inspiration of the idea, but I think they're normal people who have become infected by mushroom fungi. What if this is the insectoids? Was it? What if it's insects that are like... I like the idea that in the universe in which they came from on the starship, right? That they were like insect-sized. Do you know what I mean? They were like tiny things. They left and then they became like normal-sized in a different universe. And now they're infected by fucking mushrooms. I had thoughts about the insectos. Please pitch. Fairies that look like different insects. Because then some can have wings and horns and stuff. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, right, Quinn? It's like, it was like little, and now it's like, the god was like, I need him to fit in the rest of the world. And then maybe that's when the sizing up happened. So actually, the tiles got split in 4. It's just the starship itself got split in 2. So there's still 2 bits of stuff other places. Do you know what I mean? The inhabitants of the starship, people like advanced civilization, or is it like starship troopers? It's like they were advanced, but then they got yeeted through space twice, once by choice, but maybe it was like a we're the last of our kind situation. And then the second one was not their choice, and now they're for fractured people because they lost half their society to a plague. Do you know what I mean? So I think it's like the ship's technical manual. Oh. Dudes, you guys are popping off tonight. Okay. Our insectoids that have been sized up. Sized up by the new god to better fit amongst humanoids. Okay. This is so good. This is like the juiciest shit. I want to be a little bug person. I think they're still like only like 4 foot or under. You know what I mean? They're not huge, but the god was like, this is just like not as impactful as I wanted it to be. The original, tile was so small that after the sizing up to fit the rest of the tiles better, it had to be split in 4 to fit. So 1 the Grove, 1 the Noxu, and 2 are random event table forest tiles. Because we've said that there's gonna be just ones that you know, like the DM will oh my god, Naughty is! I was thinking about you the other day. I was like, I haven't seen Noodles in a while. I'm pretty sure I said it on stream. Did I not say it? I'm pretty sure I said it on stream that I was like, I haven't seen Noodles in a while. But the god sized up the inhabitants when he was sizing up. So yeah, they're like halfling sizes. Yeah, they're like little bug people. This is so good. The insects were the last of their kind. Thrust through space. Once by choice, the other by a random god. They have lost much of their star traveling ability in the crash and split. They have a tome of knowledge that they cannot understand enough to rebuild the craft. As the engineers are all locked away. This is so fucking dramatic. This is so good. It was literally last stream, right? I'm so fun. Oh, that's so funny. You totally ignored my PS message. Your PS message? Wait, did you message me on the PlayStation? Oh my god. What are we doing? We're world building. Yeah, so me and Zane, who is not here today, he's great. He's in the ether at the moment, being a social human. We're coming up with this world setting to play D&D Pathfinder, whatever in. So currently we're coming up with, oh my god, guys, we've done so much writing today. Coming up with stuff that's happening in the world, and basically the whole world is split into tiles so that this new god has basically stolen a bunch of stuff from other worlds and then has smushed them together into like a game board almost of tiles, and then every season the tiles shift so that the universe is not a constant. So we're coming up with the tiles, essentially. And we have to come up with 100 and... What did we decide? We have to come up with like 115, I think, tiles ourselves. And then there's going to be like 110 you roll on a table, and that's the one that your players go through. Dave's the god. Green is a small child. Yeah, there's the thing. He's a new god. He's a baby god. But then me and Zane also talked about it would be really funny if the god appeared in the sky like a very old man, but was still like a new god. Yeah, I don't know. We talked a little bit about what the god looks like now. You just tuck down a printer manual in front of your players when they find the book. That's a printer manual, but like change it into Noctis. Hi man, how's it going? I don't know, put it in like a different, like go through Google Translate a few times with it. Make it really just broken English. Okay. Okay, so this is technically all one thought. This is the same shit for one group. What's the word count on that? We wrote 740 words on one thing. That's so funny. And what's the bit you don't even start the quest there, you know what I mean? Crazy Carl's Candy Caravan. There are 6 choices where 50% of the choices are character buffs and 50% is nerfs. That's kind of a fun idea. One tile the Grove, one tile the Noxu, one tile the temple holding the Tome of Knowledge. Ooh. Literal dungeon prison containing the last surviving technician. What? What? How things going your way? It's pretty good. It's pretty good. We're having a fun time. I went to a narrative design course yesterday for gaming, and like I really think it has made my brain think in a different way, and it was very helpful for Zekanor. I took pages of notes, man, and then it was really fun. It was like an all-day workshop though, and today my brain has just not worked. I think I was so like overstimulated by the whole thing that today I've been very quiet and just watching a lot of Law and Order and crocheting. So, what have we cooked? Shut up. What have we cooked today? We have insects that were in a starship that landed on a different planet that the new god then took, then realized these insects are really small, has sized it up, so now it has been divided into 4 tiles, which broke the starship. The engine has caused an infection in the engine maintenance crew, and so now they have been contained by those who lived in the front half of the spaceship, who have become druids and wizards because they were the botanists and the pilots of the spaceship. And they had to contain the engine crew because the infection is basically calcified lesions on the skin that then become a woody texture that then release giant fungus that then make spores spread and you explode into a puff of fucking contagion.
I am a horse girl.
That's what we came up with today. Thanks, Nodius. I didn't hear it. I don't know. I fucked up my sound. Thank you for subbing. That's very cute. We used the whole kitchen today. We put the sink in, you know? The ship's holding cell, and it could be like an old prisoner of the original Starship team, and he lies about being an OG member. The sink is in here. Is he stowaway waiting? Why? What are you cooking? What are you cooking, chat? Okay, now I have to add in more. We've written 742 words on this one fucking thing. It doesn't feel Last of Us anymore, I'll give it that. Good old fungal zombies, right? But the fungal zombies are still insects. Okay. So where was the bit? After sizing up the split, 1 the Grove, 1 the Noxu, and 2. Well, now you've changed it. Now you've changed it. 1 houses. Why would the knowledge be in a separate tile? That's my question. I don't think that's a thing. 1, I do like the idea that 1 houses prisoners of the starship in an underground cavern. They have become like glowing bugs, glowing silkworms, worm-like insects because of their time in the darkness. I don't think think the book's in a separate tile. I think the book is with the grove. I think the book is with the wizards and the druids. I was just adding to Cap's idea. No, this is the thing. I need to say, you know, Zane tells me I have to be able to say no, and when the idea is not what I want. I'm bad at it though, because yes-anding is far more fun. Druids require the trial for the trial of brambles, right? But I thought because like these are big tiles. We need to remember they're 50 by 50. This is the size of Auckland as a region. So I don't think the trial of brambles has to be on a separate tile to where the druids and the wizards still learn and utilize the front of the spaceship. I don't think it has to be a separate. The hive of the infected. Oh. Can it infect warm-blooded peoples as well? Well, currently, Shotokan, the bramble, the living bramble wall that protects the exterior of this tile that the infected live on, will bat away, like thorn whip people away from the wall itself so that you can't get close. So, who knows? And I think that's a quest right there. Go check out the infected fucking tile. Helldivers 2. I haven't watched much of it. I've tried to watch it, but it doesn't engage me as a watching. I think I'd probably enjoy playing it more. I don't know. Is Helldivers any good? What are people's thoughts? How to contain it? Then someone threw a starship at it. Yes, someone, Quinesta. You got 150 hours in it? God damn. Helldivers vibes in this chat right now. You can tell what the biggest game is. See, I haven't even played Helldivers. Still haven't. I can't buy more games. For democracy! Helldivers is so fun. If my brother wasn't a cancel culture disaster, I would stream it and you would laugh your ass off. Cancel culture? Oh my god. What do you mean? Haven't touched Helldivers either. I see the hype for it though, and it makes me feel like, okay, this is legitimately supposed to be a very fun game. But I don't get it. I don't know. Guys, we've nearly been going for 2 hours. That's normally when me and Zane call it. Okay, well, I think we've touched the fucking insects enough now. For now. I think this is a huge idea to be putting to Zane. And I'm going to have to make more sense of it before I pitch it to him tomorrow. So let's go back to the Bekesians, which, as we know, are my self-insert into the game, where you've been touching insects. I need to watch what I say on stream. I can't just say anything anymore because people clip it out of context. A tablet like an iPad, you need the captain's keycard to access it and wander off with it, so you need to search a tile for it. The Bekesians, yes. So the Bekesians live in a tropical garden metropolis. I mean, this is great stuff, Captain. Keep it in the back pocket, because when we pitch it to Zane tomorrow, or in the weekend sometime, we're going to try and stream this week. No context, best context. The Bekesians live in a tropical garden metropolis and are known for breeding sturdy, well-rounded ponies that are capable of pulling large loads of goods and are nimble when free of a cart, to the point that their society revels in horse-based competitions such as dressage, show jumping, and eventing. The Bekesians live in farming groups rather than as big central society. The main town hall area is basically a big open-sided stable in which horses can be ridden into. I think this is basically... This is where the central market takes place. They're a horse tile. It makes so much sense. It's my self-insert, you know? I'm allowed. And Nodius Noodle Emporium, just for the sake of add a noodle. I think this is the thing. We'll probably at some point go through like people and be like, okay, what is your self-insert? What is the thing you would add to the game? But at some point we're going to be doing interviews. I should have, because I didn't. Zane and me decided very last minute that I was just going to go ahead with it without him because he wasn't going to get home in time. So I should have hit someone up tonight. But at some point, we're going to start inviting other people to come in and join us on the stream and help. Like, they can come up with their own tile. And we can spend the whole time just building one tile like we've done today. But yes, I think the Bekesians, they need a guild of farriers. Yeah, I think they need a guild. I want them to have festivals where it's like they do the fucking timber ones. Do you ever go to those? Like at the, I don't know if you call them that in other countries. The A&P shows? I don't even know fucking at the minute what A&P stands for. A&P. A&P shows. But we used to, oh, hello Johnny Vince. Hello. But it used to be that you would go and there'd be like a big horse competition, and then there would be like people doing like wood cutting competitions where they would go really fast. You know what I mean? Like they would be like, who can chop this log in half faster? And then they would go, yeah. And I used to watch those and be like, damn, people be stacked. You know what I mean? I want a big ass library on a rando tile. A big ass library. Seasonal competition. Very farmery. Based. Alright. Library tile. We already have a museum tile. So is this the god has taken the chunk of a city that has a giant library in it? Yeah, I think Dane knows about the map guild that have been crossbred with other things could create a wild menagerie. I mean, I say ponies. Maybe other shod and mixed breed animals? Mixed. One tile dungeon, literal dungeon prison containing the last surviving technician. The time is a tablet like an iPad. You're just like writing the whole thing there. You're like, don't forget all my stuff. Johnny Miz! Oh, thank you for waiting. That's so sweet. Hello. Luke is God. Were you part of this? Did you plan this? Hi, Luke. How's it going? All right. I'm putting it here, Captain. Don't worry. I'll pitch it to Zane. Oh, it didn't take your name. There we go. Maybe. Shout out to Luke. Ooh, you got fucking called out. Hello, Johnny. Nice to meet you. Welcome to the stream. What were you streaming tonight? What were you playing? A library tile. Library tile. What if? Should we just have one tile? Hear me out. Hear me out. One tile that feels like very... My brain's just going Bloodborne. My brain's going big Bloodborne tile. You know what I mean? Like architecture of fucking old, what is that period of England that I'm thinking of? Fuck, I can't remember. AMP show stands for Agricultural and Pastoral Show. How did I forget that? Who knows? You were creating your wife in WWE, but it got out of control? What does that mean, Johnny? What does it mean? Thank you for being here. Yes, shout out to Johnny. Thank you for spreading the love. Gothic, Victorian. That's all the words I want. Gothic. I want Victorian. Can you read this? No, you can't. Gothic, Victorian, Bloodborne-esque. A big chunk of overcrowded, dirty city. For years, the inhabitants were scared to leave the boundaries. Yeah, boundaries of the tile. But eventually, the food ran out. Make people suffer. The food ran out. With no access to the countryside for nourishment. Yeah. Let's make it horrible. I can't explain, but I'm in Cheshire. So AMP is my shit. Oh fuck yeah, AMP show. Yeah, I'm trying. So we're designing a world setting right now, and one of the spots in the world setting, I'm trying to basically force an AMP show into. I'm like, I want it to be an AMP show tile. I'm adding it to that. Okay, cool. Van Helsing, Frankensteinish, English, Romania. Yeah, like England, Romania. I like that. Romania. Fuck, I can't spell today for the life of me. England, I gotta go to dinner, but great to meet you all. Great to meet you too, Johnny. I might have to just go like watch the end of your stream to figure out what you meant about your wife. I'm concerned for her well-being. Maybe? No, I'm sure it's fine. Cleric beast outside the library, or is it more well-traveled? This, I think. What if it is where the beasts have made home? It auto-corrected to lowercase. What if the library wasn't massive? What if it was actually the size of the book? When people visit the library, they are transported inside the book where every world is a whole other book. Oh, I like that. I don't... The thing is, me and Zane are very adamant. Like, I don't think we want to play with plane shifting. Do you know what I mean? Because then it will get more complicated than the tiles need to be. Good night, Luna. Have a good night. Sure to come around more often? Oh, I hope so. Nice to meet you. Thanks, Luke. Thanks for introducing us. But I like this idea. I like this idea. What it? Okay, yeah. English. There's also, I believe right now, there's a bunch of people who are trying to play Bloodborne again and try and make it like pop off on the PlayStation to try and force them into doing a remake of the game. So if you haven't booted up Bloodborne in a while, maybe do it now, because apparently there's lots of people online. They started on the 24th of March in protest or something. A giant pretty library. I'm sorry, I'm fucking with it. But it will have stained glass windows. Yeah. The poor moved on, and then so did the rich. And slowly, the city became a home for the plethora of beasts that came from a multitude of worlds. The library itself stands protected in the space. The beasts avoiding its stained glass windows. What? What? I can't spell. Glass windows. But for how much longer? Dun dun dun! Anyway. Stained glass. I just want to own a house one day and have stained glass windows. Blipsqueak! Hello. Started Bloodborne a week ago, already in love with it. It's so atmospheric. It's so good, right? I really need to get back into it and finish it. I want to. I'm just a bit of a chicken shit, so it takes me a while to play that game. But also, as a flat, we all got very addicted to Call of Duty over summer. So we needed the PlayStation 3 in the lounge so that my flatmate could play with us. So when I get my PS3 off him, I will play it again. Hello, Blip. As a place of knowledge, is it treated as a place of peace and safety? No outside squabbles allowed within its walls. There has a stained glass window and it's so pretty. Oh my god, I just want to own a house with stained glass windows, and I'll make them myself if I have to. You know, my ass kicked in that game like crazy. I know you have to do the grinding. Which boss are you up to? Or are you scared of spoilers? Because you're probably ahead of me. You're making me sad now. Selling the family cabinet has stained glass that I made out there. You made stained glass windows? That's the dream. Can you just rip them out before you sell it? Just keep the windows. I'm telling you. Yeah, I think the message from Luna. Oh, tile of all that small races that live and work together, joined a pact to support and to find each. Oh, I saw a door. Don't call it the Valley of the Small. Wait, Dane, can you post that in the? Is that in the Discord? Is that in the Discord? Oh my god, that is so cute. Can you post it in the Discord, and then I'll make Zane go through it with me? Because I think that's a dope idea. Hit him over 50 times, barely damaged him. Next time I'm playing, I'm going right instead of left. Oh, wait. Hold on. Are you talking about the cleric beast? Or are you talking about Gascoigne? Is that his name? I know you came around for a house inspection and bought this house last week, but this door has always been missing the stained glass. I mean, the regular glass wasn't... Right, Luke? I don't know what happened. I was never there. Do you have proof? I posted it a bit ago. In here. Oh shit, I totally missed it. Post it in the Discord. I'll make Zane help me with that one. Because we already have goblins in the world, but we haven't done anything with dwarves yet. We have not. Thank you for highlighting it. This is literally it though. There's so much braining happening in these streams that I kind of need people to like keep me up to date with. And if you really want something in the game, you know, in this world setting, then you gotta fucking preach, you know? The big beast on a bridge. That's the big troll and the two of those wolf-like creatures there too. It's early game. Okay. The big beast on the bridge. Lip, can I tell you something? I don't want to ruin things for you, but can I tell you something? I don't want to ruin things for you, but I want to tell you something in this one. If I'm out to make a tile submission, how do we feel about Monster Hunter as a concept? So, wait. Okay. I haven't played enough Monster Hunter to know what you mean by that, but if you're talking about cats that can cook, we can totally put that in the game. That's the only thing I've retained from Monster Hunter, is the cats that know how to cook. But, I also know it's like, they also have really big swords. I mean, 1,000 big sad cats that can cook. Okay. Let me put it in. Shadow request. Cats, that can cook. Such as a Monster Hunter. Okay, cool. You are rapidly approaching the 2-hour mark. This is your friendly mod alert. You are welcome. Yeah, it is that time where normally we wrap up, and I probably should, because otherwise there's a lot of content to be going through. Blip, I want to tell you things about the game, but I also don't want to ruin it for you. It's actually the header above the door of a screened porch, but that I also built. I just want to take the whole porch. Oh, I wish you could take porches with you. Protected by what? What kind of beast? I'm just gonna leave some questions here for next time. who does still live here. I would love the idea of a character living there for like a long period of time, and like that's the rogue, and like the reason they're a rogue is because they've had to live in a city with giant fucking beasts roaming everywhere, so they've had to just be quiet their whole life to like hide from them in these abandoned buildings. And Phoenix infused Griffin. What? That's... Are you saying push those two mythological creatures together? Or a phoenix with the power of a griffin? I need further context on that statement. Absolutely. So they've blinked. It's a tile, a phoenix infused griffin. Quick fire tile ideas. Yeah, come on. Okay, hit me with all of the quick fire tile ideas that will annoy Zane with next time. By silent gargoyle sentries. Oh my god. That is hot. That is hot. That's so very Hunchback of Notre Dame. Oh, I love that. I should read that book again. But they can't cook regular meals. They can only cook meals with ingredients procured from monsters. Monster cooking only. No normal foods like peanut butter. I don't know why I'm picking on peanut butter today. Can I get an old looking moving statue in the library? I love that. What's happening here, by the way? I just came in and unfortunately can't stay long. It's so cozy here. Blipsqueak, we are currently designing a world setting with my friend here, Zane, who is currently grayed out at the moment. The world is called Zekanor, but essentially a young god has basically been born into the Pantheon, but doesn't have a world of their own to play with. So instead of creating their own, they've gone and sliced out chunks, square tile chunks, from a bunch of other universes and worlds from other gods, and smushed them together to make their own little board of tiles. And then every season the tiles shift, and so your neighbors change. So basically, this is just a chance for us to like splurt out all kind of random ideas for different things that could exist in the world. So in the past, we've come up with, there's a giant capybara, like size of elephant capybara, home breeding area. So they travel all over the tiles, but then they always go back for their breeding season to this one tile that's like a giant orchard that has like very fragrant smells everywhere. And that's also where the goblins are from, because they ride on the back of capybara. We have the tile of perpetual thunderstorms. We have a human city that is basically a drill that's being like gone into the earth, but then when the god cut the tile, it cut the mechanism in half. So now the drill is just floating in space. So the humans live in the cavern that's been made by the drill, but also inside the drill itself as it like slowly rotates. Ah, so cool. And then we've come up with, there's sun lizards that live on a giant like cavernous ravine area that utilize storms to make metal out of the black sand at the bottom of their crevice. And then we have things like there's the pleasure and wine metropolis, so the edges of the tile have become like a pleasure center where they set up tents really quickly when they know when their new neighbors are, and then the hills behind them are all just vineyards leading up to this macho person who owns like all of the people in this area. So yeah, so basically we're like, how do these things interrelate with each other? How do resources work? So today was a lot. We've done a lot. The lizards, I love them. But now you want to be an insect. So what do you want to play as, Dane? My thought pattern on Monster Hunter tile, but I was thinking more that it's a tile populated with giant creatures and a people group either come with the tile or made that tile their home, and they've learned to build their society and technology around these giants. Okay, I will copy this into the chat, as we do. But, guys, in the meantime, if you have not done so, we have a Discord segment, which Dane has posted in Luna's one. Great. There's a segment in the Discord called Zekanor, and that is where you can post any ideas between Zekanor sessions that you have about the world and what you would add into it. And we're also posting session notes so that you know what happened in every session thus far. It's like very much TLDR session notes. Because we're like, we can't just explain the whole 2-hour session, but it is supposed to cap at 2 hours, so we will finish in a second. But yeah, that's the concept thus far, Blip. I hope you enjoy it. I want to be an insect and a lizard and a poor Victoria child and a member of Luna's Valley of the Small. A dual gravity tile. Top and bottom worlds are 50 feet apart with their own gravity. What? You have to play like 5 times. This is the beauty, I think, is that I think this could be a very replayable world because it will never feel the same because of the active change that happens all the time. I'm so curious. Yeah, it's like a giant, huge game board. And then like we've decided that this is the 3rd era of the game board and that basically this is 500 years of testing this set of tiles. So the other tiles have been cast into the sky and that is now like the shards of star and moon that you see when you look up at night. And that is where people go when they die. Their spirits go to like the broken tiles, the broken space. And then they look down and they can see like this god hunched over the game tiles. It's fucking cool, right? I want to be a moist elf. The snow elves. I love that. I was so determined. I'm like, I want to make elves ugly in this fucking game. No light. All people there exist in total black. They have adapted to have touch-based vision. That's fucked. If you don't mind me putting it in my world, Quinn, I will totally pitch this to Zane. He's going to be so overwhelmed with all of the things we've come up with. Okay. I'm pasting that. What was oh, it was your little happy face. It pasted. That's so cute. Okay. We have to wrap up because otherwise this is way too many session notes for me to put. But we've come up with a starship that is crashed that the new god took and then broke into 4 pieces as a tile, 2 of which are the spaceship itself. The butt of the spaceship became a infected area, which is now being closed off with a giant bramble living wall. Then we came up with that the front of the starship is now where the wizards and druids live and have built their society around. We also came up with the Bekksians, who are basically the A&P show tile, who like horses. Self-inserting myself into the game. And then we've come up with a library tile that's leaning into the Bloodborne aesthetic, with giant creatures that are roaming through in the empty spaces because everyone had to leave because it was just a giant chunk of city with no way, like no arable area. I'm losing my voice. Did you hear that? My voice was... I think dinner's gonna be ready soon. I'm gonna hop off and go eat. I'm gonna keep an eye on this. It sounds like a great... So... we do this every Thursday is the plan from 6:30 my time to, it's supposed to be 8:30, but I started a little later because I was waiting on Zane, but anyway. We might do a sneaky one tomorrow and it'll be an earlier one at 3 p.m. NZT. So keep an eye on the Discord. I will post in there. But yeah, I think this is fun. I'm having so much fun with this. And we've also got requests for Zane to approve. So Discord it is. Oh, sorry, Blip. But yeah, Thursday nights is the plan. So definitely next... Oh, shit. Actually, there won't be one next Thursday. I will tell everyone in the Discord because I have to stay overnight at the Marae next Thursday. It is sleepover night. So that's fun, but maybe we'll do it on a different day next week. This is why it's good to be part of the Discord, because that's usually where I will tell people what's happening. But yeah, let's see, lock in? What? What? What are you talking about, lock in? Should we do someone different? Let's raid them, because they're lovely. It's good to see you, Noodles. It's good to see anyone who's come through stream today. Thank you for being in here and being so nice. We're gonna raid Rat and the Hat. They're playing Pokemon Emerald. They're doing a Nuzlocke. And Nuzlockes are always spicy fun, so let's go watch them. But, yeah, thanks for being here. I'd like you all to stay spicy, stay feisty. I'll see you in a Beksploration tomorrow. And if Zane cancels, we'll be playing Cyberpunk. Just so you know. For Kapahaka at the Marae, we called them lock-ins. That's so funny. This is with all my students. There'll be 65 students or something. And then a few of us teachers doing an overnight at the Marae. So that'll be fun. But it's not Zekanor. So that's kind of sad. But yes, we'll figure out a different day next week to do it. Yeah. Appreciate you all. Bye-bye. Go say hi to Rat for me. Bye-bye. Bye.